Interrailing or travelling by train is undertaken by many people each year, and it's a great way to travel around, especially in continental Europe. Join us on this journey as we travel around the northern Mediterranean to see what it's like. We'll show you many things about train travel, from the best trains in Italy to what it's like on an overnight sleeper train.
Actually pretty good, I'm actually impressed.
Showing you the destinations we visit and the antics experienced on the way. Our journey is going to start away from the Mediterranean in Milan. From there we're going to head south to Rome and Naples before heading back north along the coast to Genoa, Nice, Marseille and finally Barcelona. So if you're thinking about taking a European holiday based around the train or just want some inspiration, then this is for you.
Okay, so you join us here in Milan, which is the first destination on our trip to Barcelona. Okay, so we've got a few hours in Milan before we head off to Rome today. So we're going to check out the sights and sounds of the city. Vamos, let's go have a look.
Milan is located in the north of Italy, and it's a great city to wander around. We did have limited time there unfortunately, but managed to visit some of the main sites, including the Duomo di Milano. We also visited the adjacent Galleria. We also managed to try some of the local cuisine, arancini. These are deep fried balls of rice and various other ingredients, but are very, very tasty. Before too long though, it was time to head to Milano Central Station for our first train journey of the trip. Milano Central Station is a fantastic building and one of the best train stations I've ever seen. It's an attraction in its own right.
Okay, so we're about to board our first train of the journey to Rome.
Attenzione, treno in arrivo al binario 11.
Our first train was a Freccia-Rossa, one of the best trains on the Italian network, with a top speed of 300 km per hour. This would mean our journey from Milan in the north to Italy's capital would take just under 3 hours. The train had 4 different classes and we were travelling in the lowest standard. However, the carriage was a nice environment and very comfortable. The train had a very nice interior throughout and had a bar on board selling a range of hot and cold drinks and snacks. The staff were super friendly and provided excellent service. A few hours later, the train arrived into our next destination. So, after a badly needed night's sleep, we went to explore the Italian capital. This was going to be a flying visit as we only had one full day, so we decided to do and see as much as we could.
Okay, so the first up today is the Spanish Steps.
Yeah, main steps.
So Spanish. It's like being in Madrid right now. Okay, so next up today is the Pantheon, which is free to get into for any budget-minded traveller.
Next was the tourist-centric Trevi Fountains, but when in Rome...
We've got 10 sessions forward each. We're on a budget. Are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so the next stop is Piazza Navona, which is actually pretty cool. I like, it's good. Okay, so the next destination today is the Colosseum.
So after a long day of sightseeing, we decided to head to the river and check out some of the summer bars and get ourselves a well-earned drink.
Okay, so the bars and shops and restaurants by the river are pretty good. Definitely worth checking out in the summer, definitely.
The next day we arrived at Rome's Ostine station to catch our next train to take us further south to Naples. The train today would be an intercity which would take us the 200 kilometers south to the capital of the Campania region.
Okay, so on the train to Naples from Rome, and we've actually ended up in an older train, but it's got our own little compartment, which is pretty cool. I like it. It's like our own little apartment.
Our apartment in Italy.
The train passes by the coast quite often on this trip and gives some nice views over the Mediterranean too.
Okay, so the next destination on the trip, Naples.
Naples is a very interesting place to visit, but it's a stark comparison when compared to Milan and Rome. It's a bit crazy with traffic at times, and it's also much poorer when compared to the northern cities. The city has some great buildings and some stunning architecture, but many places could do with some renovation.
Okay, so first impressions of Naples. It's dirty, it's fucking loud, it's very loud, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, I like it too. It's different and unique.
Okay, so this is the main square in Naples. It's like absolutely massive. It's really cool. We are in Naples and we're going to go and check out the fort.
Castello dell'Uovo. Dell'Uovo.
So we're in the fort, but Marky is a little bit slow. Joder la puta.
I'm on holidays.
Okay, so this is the view from the top of the fort. It's pretty good. You can see all of the Bay of Naples, Mount Vesuvius, and even the city.
Soon after though, we came across a building which was very similar to one from earlier in this video, which again highlighted the differences between Naples and the northern Italian cities.
Okay, so in the Galleria Umberto, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is very similar to the one which we were in Milan a few days ago. But it's actually really, really cool again. I think it kind of sums up Naples, where it's a city with so much potential, but needs a lot of renovation.
In Milan, the gallery was a central attraction, with the likes of Prada as its retail tenants. Here, it was a handful of tourist shops.
If a business like that can afford to build here, it means that it's not
High class.
yet. Yes. That not like the one in Milan. But the building is more or less the same.
Yeah.
It was a great building and so interesting like the rest of Naples, which is an awesome city. We both really like Naples and would definitely recommend a visit. Next time, we head over the Bay of Naples and jump on a scooter to check out the Amalfi Coast. We discover what it's like on an overnight train, and we head further north to Genoa and into France and the French Riviera.